Step 2 of protein synthesis is translation, the process by which mRNA information is changed in the actual protein. This occurs at the ribosome with the help of tRNA. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis, which are found in the cytoplasm free-floating or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. The first step is called initiation, where the mRNA binds to the small subunit of the ribosome. Then the first tRNA comes in and lines up with the codon accordingly and are called anticodons. The tRNA complements to the codon on the mRNA, which are specific to each amino acid. At the end of each transfer RNA, there is an attachment site for the specific amino acid. The large subunit binds, completing this initiation complex. The large subunit has a tunnel through which the mRNA travels, in which ribosomes will travel down the mRNA strand. As you can see, there are three binding sites: the E site, the P site, and the A site. The first transfer RNA is already in the P site. The second step of translation is elongation, which is when the next tRNA moves in with the correct anticodon lining up with the mRNA codon and carrying a specific amino acid, which moves into the A site, which is right here. We can now build a bond between the two amino acids, which is called a peptide bond. Also, the ribosomal protein itself acts as enzymes that help build peptide bonds between the amino acids. Then the ribosomes slide over one reading frame as the first tRNA is at the E site, so it can exit, and the next tRNA can move into the A site, binding its anticodon to the mRNA codon, while building another peptide bond, elongating our amino acid chain. And you can see how this will progress until the ribosome reaches a termination codon with no corresponding amino acid, which means it is done translating the amino acid or mRNA strand. In step 3, termination, the components of the initiation complex of the large and small subunits will disengage and release the amino acid sequence that can go on to take its final three-dimensional shape. The two ribosome components can go on to reform and maybe go back to the beginning and translate the mRNA strand a second time to make another copy of the same specific protein.